prepare, respond, serve. This is 5 Stone. The contents of this podcast are the personal opinions and views of 5 Stone and our affiliates. This is not a recommendation for medical practice or a guide for decision making or even to take place for your own personal judgment. We recommend that you always seek out in-person professional training and always follow your established policies and procedures. Now, with that said, let's get after it. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of 5 Stone Motivation Mondays. Sorry, right in the middle of our podcast, our 97-year-old dog, Bella, decided to run down and get in the middle of the shot. But hey, it's all right.
I ain't even mad about it.
No, I ain't mad. She's totally deaf. She can't hear anything. Yeah. Yeah, anything. Anyway, this podcast is going to be a special one for the New Year. What in the world could we possibly talk about on the New Year's? What everybody else freaking talks about every year.
New Year's resolutions.
Makes me freaking sick. I can't stand to hear the word New Year's resolution. So we need to have a catchy title for this. What do you want to call it?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know.
Let's just do the New Year's solution.
New Year's
solution. New Year's solution instead of resolution. All right, so pretty much with the resolution, I'm going to try to do this better. I'm going to be better at this year. I want to be a better person.
I'm going to walk more steps during the day.
Yeah, I'm going to hit 10,000 steps. It's like, here's a resolution for you. Quit being weak. Quit being pathetic. Quit having 1,000 excuses of why you can't do something. Let's just try that. How about a solution? You figure out what's wrong in your life and hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Be a pretty good start, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's do that. So that's where we're at. New Year's solution, not resolution.
All
right. So a couple things here I want to read to you. This to motivate you up a little bit. This is from The Warrior Mindset. This is by Michael J. Askin and Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. If you get a chance, check that book out. It's a really good one. All right. I got a couple ones here.
What's the title of the book?
Warrior Mindset.
I like it.
Yeah. It's an awesome book. All right. Here we go. In the end, it's not about the hardware. It's about the software. Amateurs talk about hardware or equipment, but professionals talk about software, training, and mental readiness. So people come across these New Year's resolutions. It's like, you know what? I'm going to get a diet. Oh, yeah, that's what I need to do, diet. So I want to do this Atkins diet. There we go.
Yeah.
The Beach Body, dude. South Beach.
Or what is it, Juice Plus?
Oh, yeah.
You seen that one?
Yeah.
You got to order juice and gummies.
For a low price of $59.99 a week, we can hook you up with a hot body. We might shut your kidneys down, but you look hot while you're pushing.
You buy your way to a new, healthy you.
Yeah. Your kid, you can push your dialysis pump right on the beach along with you because you're going to be hot. That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You know what? But that is a good quote that kind of ties into this. It says, amateurs... Where'd it go? I lost it again. Hang on. In the end, it's not about hardware. It's not about the stuff. It's not about the diet. It's not about the tools. It's not about the this. It's not about the that. It's about the software, right?
Yeah.
This goes into, tactically speaking, about your weapons or your knives. Yeah. It's not about that. It's about your training and your mental readiness. So get your mind right.
You got the right mentality.
Yeah. What did David Goggins say? The favorite part of that book, I think, was that accountability mirror. Right?
Yeah.
And the book Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah.
He said he stood in front of the mirror and he put Post-it notes everywhere. You're fat, you're dumb, you're this, you're that. And he put all these things up there and he would have to face it every single day and read those notes. He held himself accountable. And when he would accomplish something, he would take that sticky note off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That is so important. We just need to be freaking held accountable every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, we need accountability partners too. I mean, really. I got a guy at work.
Exactly right.
I got a guy at work and he said, he was talking to another paramedic there and he was like, hey, man, did you do your challenge this week? And she was like, no, I didn't get a chance to do it. You better get on. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? What? Because they're not on my shift normally. I was working an extra shift. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Oh, man, we do challenges every week. I'm like, well, I won't be a part of it.
Challenges.
Yeah, I won't be a part of it. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, so what's your challenge? We do like, running challenges or PT or something. Like, you got to do something this week. I'm like, cool. He messaged me last night, like 5 miles. I don't care if you walk, crawl, slide. Doesn't matter. Get 5 miles in. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I was like, all right, I'm on it. He said, just don't use a car. So So, all right.
Don't cheat.
I think I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good way to do it. Have somebody to help hold you accountable and give you those challenges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is setting goals, right? So like we talk about goals and they're okay, but standard is really where it's at. Like a standard for your life.
Yeah.
You need to have a standard of just excellence.
Because what if you reach your goal, in a month or two? You
Right.
quit? Are you done?
Yeah. I think you could hit a high standard by setting small, achievable goals along your path.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Make your bed every morning when you wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, when you come home, you know of at least, I made my bed up this morning. If nothing else goes right, you've at least accomplished something.
Yeah.
So maybe your goal is to, I don't know, I'm going to run a mile. You know what I'm saying? Get that goal. And once that's done, bump it up a little bit and just keep on going.
Yeah. A lot of people have that numerical goal.
Yeah.
I want to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I want to get in a size whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But again, what if you hit that goal? Like, what if you lose 20 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, you reached your goal. That was your New Year's resolution, was to lose 20 pounds. So are you done?
Then people start slacking off.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I made it. I'm good.
Yeah. Why not just live that life that made you a better you and just keep living it?
I used to go to this gym workout, man. This guy was, he held like the Kentucky bodybuilding championships and all this stuff. He said he was on the beach in Florida one day, and he said, I was sitting back in my, this dude's stacked, dude. I mean, he's ripped. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell him it was me. It's okay.
Yeah. His name is John Eric. No. Dude sitting there on the beach, man. He said, I'm sitting there with my beer. I'm in my beach chair, just enjoying the waves and water. And he said, I'm big into fitness and all these competitions, bodybuilding. This guy goes running by. He said, I'm like, that is the absolute most physically fit, healthy-looking human being I have ever seen. He said, I've trained a lot of people. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, like that dude just looks like the healthiest human. Mm-hmm. He said, it startled me so much. I got out of my chair, and I chased this guy down on the beach. He said, hey, sir, I'm sorry to bother you. He said, I'm into fitness and all this stuff. He said, man, you just look so healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your secret? What do you do? Like, how old are you? He said, I expected the guy to be like, I'm about, 50, 60. I think he said he was like 80 something.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and he was like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, dude, can I buy you lunch? And he was like, yeah, I guess. He said, so we go and we get lunch. He said, I just want to talk to you and, like, get your secrets. So he's talking to this guy, and he's like, yeah, he said, here's my tips for you and for all your people that are training. And, dude, I have really tried to live by this as much as possible. He said, I eat as healthy as I can every meal that I can. If I can't, I don't worry about it because all my other meals have offset that bad meal. So he said, so for example, if all I can get is a pizza, you know what I'm saying, because all I got time to do, whatever it is, I'll eat that pizza and I'm going to enjoy it. But the other 99% of my meals I'm going to be going are going to be healthier meals.
Yeah.
I don't hang out with people my age. I hang out with people younger than me that's got drive and motivation because they drag me down or they're getting ready to die. They're already dead.
Right.
Because he's so old. He said, I hang out with people that are half my age. And I just kind of keep that drive and get that stuff going, That's a good goal to have.
Yeah. I like it.
I don't know.
You should always surround yourself with people that are smarter and better than you.
That's why I have you on the podcast, by the way.
I mean, I know.
If it wasn't for you, I would be nothing. That's pretty nice.
You're welcome for my service.
The drive, the motivation. Here's another one. It's from the same book here. If I do not practice one day, I know it. If I don't practice the next, the orchestra knows it. If I don't practice the third day, the whole world knows it. Mm. So you may get by. You may get by with like
skipping a day or two.
Yeah, I kind of know I just need to keep up on this. But as soon as you start dropping off, and you're like, well, here comes another day. Here comes another day.
Yeah.
Eventually, it impacts other people, not just yourself.
Right.
So, what are you really training for? What's your motivation for? What's your New Year's resolution or your solution going to be?
I think we've talked about this before, but being prepared with trying to be a better, healthier you. It's really not about you,
right?
We serve,
right?
Like we're on the street. I'm on the street every third day, serving the community. And if I show up and I'm not able to do what is expected of me, then I've failed everybody. I failed the community. Yeah. And anybody that works in this profession or something like it, you got to think, none of it's really about you.
It's not. Me and my wife had this conversation today about religion. And I said, it really surprises me that why people want to be a Christian. And she's like, well, what are you talking about? I said, seriously, people want to be Christians so they don't burn in hell.
Yeah.
It's a good reason.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but but is that really what it's about?
It should be more.
It's about serving other people, helping other people, not just for yourself. But people look at it and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna get saved, I'm gonna do this, whatever. And it's just like, so I'm okay. But it's not about other people. So when you pick your New Year's solution to better yourself, it's not just for yourself.
Yeah.
It's for everybody you come into contact with. Just like this guy running on the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bettering this guy who was just an observer, who turned around and bettered all the people he trained.
Yeah.
Me was one of them, which is now spreading over this podcast, which is now bettering even more people.
Yeah.
It's contagious.
Like for me, kind of reached that age where I got to take blood pressure medicine and.
You're pretty old.
But it's not necessarily just about my age. I've lived a pretty stressful life in the career that I chose. Younger days partying all the time.
Yeah.
I've just hadn't treated myself the best. But like now I don't really want to get better for myself. I've got a family. Yeah. I want to live longer for my wife and my kids.
Yeah. You got other people
and
to serve.
And that's a huge motivation. Yeah.
There's another one here I want to talk about too. This is from a Navy SEAL. It said, being a warrior is not about the act of fighting. It's about being so prepared to face a challenge and believing so strongly in the cause you're fighting for that you refuse to quit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like everybody says, find your why. Find your why. Why do you want to do it? Why do you want to do that? Yeah. You got to believe in that cause and that drive that you have to push yourself beyond all limits. Yeah. So like today, when we get into this podcast, I don't want to, but I'm going to go out and I'm going to go run. Yeah. Right? I had that buddy give me a challenge, 5 miles. I got to get it done. I'm not going to be able to get it done tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go out. I'm going to go run in the cold on the trails. I'm going to get it. If I got to walk, if I got to do whatever it is, I'm accomplishing that goal. But I'm not doing it for me. I'm not doing it to brag to him to say, boom, I did mine. Yeah. I'm going to become healthier. I'm going to mentally push myself and prepare my mind to be able to withstand my wants to quit, my wants to be weak, my wants to take the easy way out, because that's our nature. Yeah. If you can choose path A and just a smooth walk to the door, or you can choose path B and go over a couple of rocks and not even ground, most people are going to choose path A.
Buddy, I'm a firm believer. If there's a hard way to do it, do it the hard way.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll make you better. Yeah. In fact, like there was a police officer that I'm pretty good friends with, and I remember one day we went and run drills all the time. Can't do it now because we get no ammo. But we used to go shoot, run all kinds of run and gun drills. Basically exert ourselves and try to shoot under stress. But one day, it was a Sunday, it was pouring rain. I'm like, let's go to the range. He's like, buddy, it's pouring rain outside. You think bad guys stop when it's raining? You think they take a day off because of bad weather?
Yeah.
Get out there, bud.
That's right, man. Just like that march through the swamp.
Yeah.
Motivation Monday, same way.
If it sucks, do it.
It's probably worth doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point, man. Yeah, I think we often try to find the easy way out. So on your New Year's solution, not resolution, the solution is to examine yourself. Yeah. Be accountable. Study yourself and just be truthful and just be like, you know what? Like I'm probably about 20 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Period. And the reason I'm 20 pounds, start doing your why, start digging down deeper. The reason I'm probably 20 pounds overweight is because I eat like crap about every day of my life.
Why do we like crap?
Yeah, and I probably don't exercise like I probably should.
Exactly.
And most of us probably come to the solution because we're lazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Poor time management.
Yes, that's another one too.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a Jocko. I can't remember who it was. They said if you were to literally list down your schedule, like to the minute of what you do throughout your day, you got a whole lot more time than what you really think you got. You know. So absolutely.
And I like this whole solution thing because with a resolution, you're not fixing anything, but a solution is a fix.
Right.
we are fixing the problem.
Yeah, it's not just a temporary
Exactly
Band-Aid to cover something up, because then next year it starts all over again.
Yeah,
Holidays come. Well, I'll get through it. I'm just going to eat what I want to for Christmas. I'm just going to eat what I want to for Thanksgiving. Well, maybe as long as you've taken the rest of the time and really devoted yourself to doing what you need to do instead of just using that as an excuse every other day.
Yeah,
Well, I ate a banana for breakfast Monday, so I can eat junk the rest of the week. No, it don't work that way. And we had a company I used to work for. I was over occupational health and associate health and wellness, and I created this little saying, and it kind of stuck. It was about dieting. Say the word diet. Die is the first part of that word. Yeah. It's automatically like a negative vibe, this negative connotation, this subconscious negativity, die. So I was like, nobody likes to hear the word diet. So I was like, what's the opposite? Live.
Yeah.
Live it.
Live it.
So 2021, start to live it.
Yeah.
Don't start a diet. Start to live it. Change your lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Get a solution so you can help other people and impact other people in the world, because that's what it's about. Yeah. It's not really about us.
Good.
So
you're right.
That's what we got. We got to live it, not die it.
Exactly. Get out there and live it.
That's right. This is a short one, man, but I think it's an important one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not everything has to be super long, complex.
That's right.
Sometimes
it's simple solutions is where it's at. So, anything else?
I'm good, bro.
Rock on, man. 2021. Guys, we hope you all seriously enjoyed the podcast. We want you all to take this short motivational podcast to heart. Analyze yourself. What can you improve on yourself? Because when you improve it, you help other people. Take 2021 as a moment to be like, you know what? From this point forward, I'm going to resolve my problems. Yeah. I'm going to resolve my weaknesses so I can be more prepared to respond and serve. So when somebody's life is dependent on you or somebody needs you at that moment, split second, you're able to do what you need to do to serve your fellow man.
Yep.
Right? That's what we're all about.
I like it.
Check us out on 5stoneusa.com, the number 5, and all of our podcasts are up everywhere at the main podcasting host and YouTube. And we're good. Got any questions? Give us a shout out and let us know what you need. And we'll try to cover your topics for you. Got any questions? Send them to us. Thanks, guys.
Right on.
Yep. This has been a production of 5 Stone. I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to check out our podcast and video cast today. You can check us out online at 5stoneusa.com. That's the number 5, 5stoneusa.com. We are also on all the social media platforms. Our podcasts are now live. Video casts are on YouTube, and our audio podcasts are on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music, all the major podcast platforms. Thank you guys. Again, we cannot thank you much for all your support and all that you do for us. Remember, prepare, respond, and serve, because someday you might be that first responder.